Jeff, let's talk for a minute about wrongful death cases. What is a wrongful death case, and how is it the same as any other ordinary personal injury claim?
A wrongful death case is where someone has been killed as a result of the negligence or wrongdoing of somebody else. They're the same in that you have somebody that's been injured, you have somebody that's at fault, and you have insurance coverages, hopefully, that you can go out and find to help pay for the damage that's been caused.
So liability, damage, insurance coverage, those elements are the same in either case. How are they different? How are these claims different than other types of cases?
Well, in a wrongful death case, our client's not there anymore. So we're dealing with the family members or loved ones that have been left behind. We also have a lot of times a criminal case that'll go along with that. And then we have to go out and try to find extra coverages because this person's death is going to be very valuable, and so we want to make sure that we're going out and stacking coverages and finding, and that gets tricky, trying to find all the coverage that's available so our clients can get maximum compensation for the loss of this life.
And we may have to have experts come in the form of economists and those types of things that can do the very difficult task of quantifying the economic impact of the loss of a loved one on a family or those that were left behind.
Yeah, so if the death doesn't occur immediately, if there's a gap in time, somebody suffers for a while and then they pass away, then we need our experts to come in and tie that death back to the accident because it may have been 6 months ago. And the insurance company may want to try to deny that and say that something else caused the death, not the wreck. So we got to have experts involved to get the coroner's report, look at the cause of death and those types of things. So the cases get tricky, and we're trying to value this person's life and talk to the loved ones and tell the story of who this person was and what this family's lost.
And if any of these things are not present in your claim, it's not like the insurance company is going to say, hey, you didn't prove this. We need you to go back and get this evidence. They're just going to sit in silence while you make mistakes that cost you thousands or in some cases millions of dollars. And so let me ask you this. What are some of the things that a person should look for if they've lost a loved one in the context of a wrongful death?
Well, you want to have a lawyer involved that is experienced with wrongful death cases. They are not just like a personal injury case. There are different rules, different damages, different ways to document the value of a life. And so you need somebody that's experienced in all kinds of different wrongful deaths. We've done cases of folks that were elderly. We've done cases of young children. We've done cases of lives in utero or newborn children. All kinds of different wrongful death cases that we've had experience in, and that's what you want.
And you know what occurs to me is that after something like this happens, the family, the last thing in the world they want to think about is pursuing a lawsuit because they're hurt. It's an emotional thing that they have to go through when they have lost a loved one under these circumstances. But the fact is that these things have to be done. These things have to be done, and they have to be done early because memories fade, evidence is lost, witnesses move, phone numbers are changed, and so this evidence has to be collected. And then sometimes, like the causation in terms of the cause of death and those kinds of things, have to be done contemporaneously with the investigation of the death. Let me ask you this: after a wrongful death, something like this has happened. Would you recommend people wait and see, or call us immediately?
They need to call immediately. They can't just assume the insurance company is going to pay out all the coverage that's available because there's been a death. Sometimes there are commercial policies, large commercial policies, and we have to try to, prove the value of this life. You can't take for granted the insurance company is just going to hand the money over, because a lot of times they don't. They'll deny it and try to fight it. And then also there's other coverages out there that we want to try to get and stack on top to build the amount of money that's available for the loss of this life. The insurance companies are on this right away. Wrongful death has a 2-year statute of limitations, not 3, like personal injury. So we have to get on it right away.
So the time within which people have to act is less for these types of cases than for other types of cases. So if you or someone you know has a wrongful death claim, call us and we'll answer your questions and make sure the case is started off right from the very beginning.